We bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. President Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos lauded the success of the activity of the National Task Force to End Local Communist Armed Conflict in stopping insurgency. The president made the remark following the formal declaration of Davao region as insurgency-free held today. The president recognized the efforts of local government units, government agencies, and law enforcers in improving public safety and implementing programs in support of the NTF-ELCAC. He hailed the success of the NTF-ELCAC in dealing with rebels through the whole-of-nation approach. Marcos also declared Davao region as a tourism and investment-ready destination. He said it is time to boost Davao's post-pandemic growth to lead the country to prosperity. Former President Rodrigo Duterte signed Executive Order Number 70 to institutionalize the whole-of-nation approach in fighting communist terrorist groups and bringing peace and order.
We will need to sustain it with a whole-of-nation approach to peace, the development to prevent terrorist and lawless elements from recruiting, regrouping, and regaining power over our countrymen. We cannot afford to go back to square one. Thus, I call on the armed forces, government agencies, LGUs, and communities to continue working together to seize the gains in the region and ensure that we will carry this momentum towards the future.
The government remains committed to streamlining the existing government processes. President Ferdinand R. Marcos said he will ensure we will have enough space and resources to maintain, start, and even restart their ventures. During the ribbon cutting of the Small and Medium Enterprises Hub at Sabia Financial Center in Taguig, Marcos says MSMEs may avail of the existing financial assistance and facilities being offered by the government. He also advised them to embrace information and communications technology to ensure the continuity of business and meet the growing demands of businesses and consumers. Based on 2021 figures, more than 99.5% of all business establishments in the country are MSMEs with over 5 million jobs. The president said the new financial hub is a welcome space where people, particularly those working in the MSMEs, can find and create meaningful opportunities for their businesses. Meanwhile, the House of Representatives assures President Ferdinand Marcos that it will speed up plenary approval of bills seeking to digitalize the government's records under the proposed E-Governance Act and E-Government Act. House Speaker Martin Romualdez said the House is one with the President in making government transactions and services faster, more efficient, and more transparent. Romualdez is the principal author of House Bill Number 3, or the proposed E-Governance Act of 2022. He said the House Committee on Information and Communications Technology already formed a technical working group to consolidate the proposed E-Governance Act and E-Government Act. Romualdez said the House has in fact started its own digitalization project using best practices learned in a meeting with representatives from the Library of the United States Congress in Washington, D.C. President Marcos earlier called for the swift passage of e-governance bills in Congress to improve service delivery in the country to catch up with other digital-driven nations. Congress resumes its session on November 7. Classes should only be canceled during emergencies. The Department of Education made the clarification as it emphasizes the need to maximize the learning recovery of students. In a statement, DepEd said enjoins the support of the local government units, partner agencies, and stakeholders for an uninterrupted class sessions to also help teachers avoid unnecessary makeup classes which pose an additional burden to their teaching load. DepEd also encouraged everyone to help learners recover from learning losses and suspend classes only during public emergencies, severe weather disturbances, and calamities. DepEd spokesperson Attorney Michael Poa said the DepEd statement is general and does not pertain to certain actions of the local government units. So far, the local governments of Manila and Caloocan in the National Capital Region have announced suspension of classes from Kinder to grade 12 due to the inclement weather conditions. Meanwhile, other local government units in the provinces have suspended classes in all levels. These are in Albay, Cotabato City, Camarines Norte, Camarines Sur, Capiz, Cebu, Negros Occidental, Northern Samar, Sorsogon, and Romblon. Classes in preschool to senior high school are suspended in Talisay City, Cebu, Laguna, and Gandara, Samar. In its 11 a.m. update, Pag-asa said signal number 2 is up in Catanduanes, Albay, Sorsogon, Masbate including Ticao and Burias Islands, Camarines Sur, Camarines Norte, central and southern portions of Quezon, and Marinduque. Signal number 1 is up in Metro Manila, Bataan, Pampanga, Bulacan, southeastern portion of Tarlac, central and southern portions of Nueva Ecija, southern portion of Aurora, Cavite, Laguna, Batangas, Rizal, and the rest of Quezon, including Polillo Island, Occidental Mindoro, including Lubang Island, Oriental Mindoro, Romblon, and Calamian Island. And that is the latest and the biggest stories from the Pna Newsroom. For more news content, visit our webpage or head on to the Philippine News Agency's Facebook and Twitter accounts. We are also shown on the social media pages of the Office of the Press Secretary and on Radio Pilipinas RP1. Stay tuned for more news updates. I am William Theo. We tell stories that inspire change.